PPIstrategy.com.
Hi, this is Chris looking at the upcoming Monday, July 21st trading session. And as you can see, I have the economic calendar laid out in front of you, but really not much at all on the calendar. Very abnormally light news flow during the session. And as a result, it's very difficult to imagine a market moving event. Possibly the Euro German producer prices month over month or year over year could move the market, but quite frankly, I would be very surprised by that. So with that being said, let's take a look at what should be a very technical day. For me, one of the more interesting markets to follow during the session will be the Euro-US dollar pair. As you can see, we have in fact fell significantly during the session on Friday, only to turn back around and prove the 135 level to be supportive again. With the producer price index coming out of Germany, that is a possible catalyst on a bounce, but quite frankly, I feel that this is more or less just a technical move waiting to happen. You can make an argument for the market returning at least to 136 would be fair value, and to break above the top of the hammer, I do feel that's where this market ends up. A somewhat similar situation in the pound dollar. You can see that we formed maybe not as pretty of a hammer per se, but certainly we are in an uptrend and there is definitely some type of support in this region. So a break at the top of that hammer since is looking to the 1.72 level, an area that has been rather resistive lately, but ultimately should get broken to the upside. Looking at the dollar yen, you can see we tried to rally during the session on Friday, did slightly, but gave back quite a bit of the gains. It's a shooting star, but there's so much support below, and it should be stated on longer term charts, it does appear that the support goes all the way down to the 100 level. So I'm essentially in a buy only mode at the moment. I just don't really have the setup. If we dip, I might be able to start buying on a flyer, so to speak. Expecting a bounce, but technically the market doesn't really look like it knows exactly what it wants to do down here. I would assume that we continue to bounce around between 101 and 103 for the time being. Perhaps shorter term charts might show the supportive candles that you need to see in order to feel a little bit more confident going along the dollar against the yen. And finally, looking at the S&P 500, you can see we had a positive candle for the day on Friday as we continue the uptrending channel. Really no reason to think that this is going to change. Pullback should offer support, buying opportunities if you will, and it still appears that the 2000 level above is the ceiling. Once that gives way though, that should start an new leg higher in this market. Have no interest in selling this market, but as I said, as the market pulls down, it could be interesting to start buying again. That being said, that is the market review for July 21st,